Hi, my name is Jaemin and I'm from Korea. And when I started writing about my testimony, I had no idea where to start. It was too broad and abstract. Everything that has happened to me since 2009 has been indescribable. It was like a journey, so I decided to title my testimony The Journey. The journey has begun in 2009. I came to America for winter camp, and I met Mr. and Mrs. Gillis. When I first came to America, I was a different kid than I am now. I could not express myself about my feelings, and when somebody talked about the church, I felt very offended, and I got very discouraged by the Korean education curriculum. Ultimately, I felt myself as a failure. While winter camping, I decided there was no future for me as long as I'm in Korea, so I started persuading my mom. However, my mom and dad are really old and their incomes are decent, so it was impossible for me to study abroad. When I was young, whenever my mom gave me some money, I always got mad and gave it back to my mom, saying saving for later. And after that, my mom and I had gone through a very painful time. I was brought down by the fact that I could not go study abroad, and my mom was worried about the money. There was no hope, and someday my mom finally said I can study abroad. And I was the happiest person than anybody else at the moment. But when I saw my mom, she was cheering silently. I felt so weird. I felt like I was doing something wrong. And my happiness didn't last that long. Applications and school process were really complicated and hard. Eventually, they brought me down. Nevertheless, I managed to get accepted to the school and finally headed to America. Because I was not in Korea anymore, my mom realized the only thing she could rely on is Jesus Christ. So she started going to church. She goes every service the church offers. However, it really didn't come to my heart that my mom went to church. But from the moment I was planning me and my mom to say this. Time passed by and finally I went back to Korea and I saw my mom change completely. Whenever it rains or snows or even a holiday, my mom has passionately attended the church. And one day she brought me to dawn prayer, and there I was so empathic. It moved my heart. She always goes there first and stays on to the last. This taught me what the real sacrifice is and why Jesus died for us on the cross. So with my open mind to the Christ, I moved out to North Carolina for my junior year in high school. New places, new people, and being alone made me discouraged. While host family was the only place I could depend on, especially my host mom. Whenever I had a hard time, she always wrote me a sweet letter with a Bible verse corresponding to the situation. It was really painful and gave me so much help than anything else. This also taught me more about the Jesus Christ, that He truly loves us, and it also made me closer to Him. My host mom took care of me so well, even though I'm not her real son. Everything she had done to me slightly made me turn to Jesus Christ, and above all, I'm finally appreciative to Jesus for what He has done. Several weeks later, I called my mom and heard she got baptized, and at the same time, my host mom explained about the baptism. I always have in mind that after baptism, you need to be a perfect person, no lies, hatred, or any kinds of bad things. But my host mom made me realize I had a wrong mindset. In school, I had a chance that I could go on a mission trip. If I had the same chance as a couple years ago, I probably would not go there, but I really wanted to give back to the children what the Lord has given to me. First time, I had a little doubt on my mind going on a mission trip, but eventually He changed my mind. I learned and experienced so many things. After the mission trip, my mind became much stronger spiritually, and I finally decided to get baptized. Before I met the Jesus Christ, I couldn't understand why people get baptized. However, after I had gone through the difficult time, it changed my mind, and it taught me that the only place I can rely on is God. The Lord became look so beautiful and a single kind of thing. My biggest problem is worry. I'm always worried about everything. Everything has to be perfect, and there should be no mistake. God didn't change my personality and made me a new person, but He gave me more than that. He gave me peace in my heart. He gave me He gave me a new life. I'm really thankful for the Lord and my mom, and also thankful for PCA, Jackson Christian School, and everybody I met. Thank you.